Let's go, yo.
There's two kinds of friction: dynamic friction and static friction. Dynamic friction occurs when two objects are moving relative to each other and rub together. Dynamic friction acts as a negative force towards the direction you are traveling. So if I'm going down the sled, the contact between my sled and the snow creates a frictional force directed back up the hill. This causes my rate of acceleration to go down, but it does not stop due to the force of gravity.
There are two kinds of dynamic friction: sliding friction, which is basically the same as dynamic friction, and there is fluid friction. Fluid friction is the friction between a solid object as it moves through a liquid or a gas. The drag of an air on an airplane or the water on a swimmer are two examples of fluid friction.
I'm gonna go down on this sled, the smooth one right here that has no scratches or tears in it. And I will have more momentum because they don't have any scratches or tears, and I will go higher. Then I'll go down on this scratch and torn sled, and I will not get so much momentum, so I will not go as high.
Yeah.
As you can see, Nate gets more air on this one because the sled is smoother and it has less friction.
Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. On me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth.
Nate gets less air this time because he's on the torn sled, which adds on a lot of friction.
What causes air resistance?
All matter is made up of atoms and molecules. Air is matter, so is a plane. So the atoms of a flying plane bump into the atoms of the air. That causes air resistance.
If you were going down a hill on a sled, the more speed you have, the bigger the air resistance force there will be.
Notice that like friction, air resistance opposes motion. So if I were sledding down a hill, the air resistance would act upward. And if I were somehow going up a hill on a sled, then the air resistance would act downward, opposite of the direction I am traveling.
Momentum equals speed. Every time you get in a car and the car is moving, then you and your car both have the same momentum. The equation for finding the momentum of a moving object is mass times velocity. So you would take the weight or mass of the object and how fast it's going and just multiply the two together.
Now I'm going to go down the hill on this hard plastic sled and hit the red hard plastic sled over there. The momentum of me and my sled going down the hill will transfer to the red sled, making the red sled move forward.
Now as you can see, the momentum of Nate's sled transferred into that red sled at the bottom of the hill. Here's another example of momentum. That sausage's momentum will transfer into that concrete block. As you can see, the momentum of that sausage transferred into that big concrete block. Newton's third law states that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Now as you can see, that concrete block gave an opposite reaction that piece of sushi couldn't take.
Okay, first off, I'm going to do a little thing on momentum. I'm going to take this snow stair, which is pretty smooth right here. I'm going to sit on it, and I'm going to sit on the rope so that there's no drag. And I'm going to start off from the top of the hill, and I'm going to go down off the jump. And I'm going to get a lot of momentum, so I'll go really high on the jump. After that, I'm going to start from the middle, and I'm going to go off the jump. And my theory is if I start from the middle, I won't get as much speed and momentum, so I won't go as high as I will if I start up here.
So scandalous.
Here comes Paul, starting from the middle. He won't get as high because he doesn't have as much momentum.
Yeah, I'm free falling.
As you can see, he did not go anywhere since last time.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get that together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room, I realized it's all my fault but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now and watch a hoodwink. Does it make you stop think? You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet Swiss, I like the sushi cause it's never touch a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes, speak like Leanne rhymes because I'm all about value. Bert Camper's got the mad hits. You try to match wits, you try to hold me but I bust through. Can I make a break and take a fake out like a sink and can shake out like vanilla? It's the finest of the flavors. Gotta see the show cause then you'll know the vertigo is gonna go cause it's so dangerous you'll have to sign a waiver. Can't I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, well you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me, threw your arms in the air and said you're crazy. 5 days since you tackled me, I still got the red burns on both my knees. It's been 3 days since the afternoon, you realize it's not my fault that I went too soon. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, and now I'll sit back and wait till you say you're sorry.
Chinese chicken, you have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on, with all our maisons. I hope the smoking man's in this one like Harrison Ford. I'm getting frantic, like Sting I'm tantric, like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a samurai. Gonna get